Hello, everybody. Just checking in. Want to tell you a couple little happenings. Nothing going to be super spectacular or anything, but something happened today. Kind of made me feel bad. I was like, oh boy. But I'm going to try and stall for a little bit. The I've rolled up my windows, and there's a big old horsefly in here. So if you see me doing that, I'm not tweaking or anything. I'm trying to get rid of this fly. I was parked a little ways away about 10 minutes ago. Had a nice spot. Then a guy pulls up right next to me blaring music. So he was blaring the music. I didn't know if that would end up being a copyright, so I moved to another location. So here I am. I'm down here at the Russell Harbor Landing. This place has been getting really, really crazy busy. Milton, Florida is not super close to a beach. It's all relative, what you call close. But a lot of people come down here and enjoy the sunshine, treat it like a beach. There's a couple little tiny sandy areas, little waterside areas. People bring their hello, Jason. People bring their blankets out, their chairs, and chill out and bring lunch and stuff like that. But it's been getting really busy down here. Even yesterday was really busy, and I saw something yesterday I've never seen before. A guy brought this big old massive charcoal grill from home and pulled it by the river on one of these. It's like a square picnic table with the built-in umbrella. So he was making the best of it. There were a few rednecks, and they were a little sauced up. They made a couple comments to me, and I just looked at them and ignored them. Looked at them like I was crazy. Sometimes I am. But let me see. Since Jason's here, hey, Ken. Ken, when you get a chance, go check out Jason's video he did today. It was really nice, really nice. I truly feel it's his best production ever. It was really well done, really well done. But yeah, I came down to this park yesterday. I worked a little bit in the morning at my part-time gig. Then I came down. I wanted to get to a different location and video a hiking trail, but my finances were tight, and it was a little further away than where I could financially go to and still have food money and gas money and whatnot. So I decided, you know what, let me improvise. And then I've seen the 10-day forecast. The weather's starting to get a little bit worse gradually, which is not good for outdoor channel, outdoor YouTuber. I felt like I was been on a pretty good roll here in general. But I'm going to tell you what happened here yesterday. I go to the back of the park. If you've ever watched one of my videos showing, Russell Harbor Landing, and that is where Ken, where I visit. That's but this time I was at the other end of the park, and I pull up to this one spot and I look over, and for whatever reason, that's where I showed in the previous video where an old elderly couple feed some feral cats out there. So I look, and I happen to be reading the information board, and I realize it's a hiking trail. So I'm like, how cool is that? I didn't even know. It looked like just like a little maintenance trail. I thought there was like a maintenance building back there or something. Come to find out, it's called the Old River Trail. So I'll tell you what I did yesterday. I feel like total jackass, or hashtag idiot if you believe I'm an idiot. Jason's going to know what I mean. But anyway, so they have a gate, and then they have like a little, almost like a U-shaped thing. You can go around the gate and start hiking this trail. Well, I didn't see, unless I overlooked it, I didn't see where it said how long the trail was. So I start filming, and I'm doing it, having fun, and I'm excited because, oh yeah, I get to fill in, I get to actually produce an outdoor hiking video. You know, I'm excited because that was my goal. And I'm like, wow, I can't believe I've been here for over 6 months and didn't know this little trail was here. So I go out there and I'm videoing and I'm narrating and talking the whole time, which I find that hard to believe at times. A lot of times I don't have a lot to say. You guys might disagree with me, but on this video, it was a constant narration of different things, showing different areas, how wide the trail was. Everything was going great. And like I said, I didn't know how long the trail was, so it was a constant recording. I didn't hit pause at any point. Well, you know, and the other problem is when it gets sunny out, it's hard for me to see the screen. I can't see how, you know, what time it is or how much, you know, I've recorded. I don't know. I need a better system or something. I don't know. But it usually costs money. But so I'm doing it and talking and get back to the van. I'm watching the video and I'm real happy with the video. And guess what? My video was 35 minutes and my phone automatically shuts down around 33, and sometimes it's been 32, 33. For whatever reason, that's the max I can film and do that. So I basically had a minute 33 left over or something. And oh, I was so ticked off because I really liked what I filmed. And I don't know, you know, I'm sounding like Jackass of the Year again, but I don't know how to edit and piece two pieces together from two different videos. I just don't know how to do that. One day, hopefully I know how to do that. But if I have one video, I know somewhat how to cut out. I used to know. I can cut out the front of a video through YouTube editor or the back end. I struggle if it's in the middle, cutting it out. And the last time I looked at it, it looked like YouTube had somewhat changed what I was used to seeing. So I don't know if I really know how to do that. And it takes a while, and I have to hook up the laptop because it won't allow me to do it on my phone. Then it's just, I don't know, it's just a big production. But anyway, so originally I was going to take off tomorrow from my part-time job. I'm going to work in the morning a little bit. I may come out here Thursday, trying and get that video re-recorded. I know to hit pause now. I probably won't film both ways. I don't know. We'll see what I see on the trail. I kind of enjoyed yesterday's video. But anyway, so we'll figure it out. It'll probably be Thursday. The weather's going to be better tomorrow than Thursday. That's why I opted to work my part-time job in the morning tomorrow. And anyway, so let me tell you what happened today at my part-time job. Hey, Jamie, welcome in. Just killing some time here. But so I'm kind of like a caretaker, gardener, landscaper, do-all for this couple locally here, and I've been doing a little bit of everything. Well, they have on one side of their house where they have a chain link fence on one side in the front, but the back side is like a wooden stockade fence. So they have where that chain link fence is, it's a real deep like retention pond for that little tiny community, and there's all kinds of overgrowth into that chain link fence. There's vines and ivy and all kinds of just thorns and all, you know. So I was working on that today, and I knew there was a lot of thorns, and I don't have great gloves, and these are what I have. See, I cut the finger off that and here because I used these at another job. I forget what it was, but it worked better. I think that was a warehouse job I had at one time. But anyway, those thorns can still go through that type of glove. I need to get leather gloves Uh, Jamie, I don't know if I'm doing well, but I'm still doing. But so I'm going to tell you about what happened today. It was I felt so weird. This guy, he has a lot of trees around his property. There's a lot of birds. He has a lot of bird feeders out back. He has a lot of squirrels, just a lot of critters. You know, he's got a lot of plants, a lot of vegetation. Pretty nice yard. But so anyway, I'm out front, and there was a real big like bushy overgrowth at the top of the chain link fence, which is, I don't know, 5 feet tall, 6 feet tall. And this bird kept swooping down at me, right? And so I'm cutting this. This thing is so overgrown and intertwined. Basically, what I found out, apparently there was a nest in there. Two little like freshly hatched birds fell on the ground. I mean, little tiny things. I mean, it must have been like probably within the last 12 hours, these little hatchlings or whatever, they were baby mockingbirds. I found out from the homeowner. He knows his bird identification. And so the birds kept coming down at me, and I felt really bad because I didn't know what to do. These things they were on their side, obviously very weak because they have no strength yet. And it's going to be like 85, 86 today. I'm feeling bad, so I called the homeowner. He comes out and he's like, I don't know what we can do. So he picks up the two, takes them over to a little garden. And is like he has plants there, and there's one that's kind of got a little shade. Puts them on the ground there, and this mama mockingbird kept kamikaze diving on me. And hello, Melinda. So Melinda, I'm telling this story where the two little tiny birds fell out of an overgrown brushy area that I was cleaning up today for some people. So this mockingbird kept kamikaze diving, trying to scare me off, and it was doing a pretty damn good job too. So we moved those little hatchlings over underneath the thing, and they couldn't even stand up. They were so weak. And then I think finally the mama and the papa found them, and then I kept trying to go to work. Well, I kind of left that area alone because the birds were such a pain in the backside. So I did the rest of the thing. I kind of left it there, and I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to attack the rest of that. But I went back and looked a little bit later, and one of the little hatchlings was gone. So I don't know where he went, if he got picked up by mama. Yeah, so then the other one was laying right before I left at 10 Central today. The other one was laying on his side, still alive, but a lot of ants were crawling all over. I felt so bad. I was hoping mama would come back and try and save that. But I don't know what mama did with the other one. If, I've heard different things. I'm not going to repeat everything I've heard, but I heard sometimes if they've been handled by a human, they'll either disown them or terminate them. So I don't know if that mama was trying to get it back to that nest. If so, that whole area is pretty much destroyed. So even if it's kind of like, even if there was a nest in there, which I never did see, it would probably be upside down right now. So I don't know what's typical for a mockingbird, how many eggs they lay at a time. But that was the only two I saw. I felt really bad. I was like, oh man. You look and you feel so guilty, and I want to get back and finish that rest of that fence line, but I also don't want to get, I'm seriously, I do, in the back of the van here, I do have a hard hat. So I'm thinking about putting a hard hat on and going back to work and finishing that project. But the thing that sucks, on the other side of that chain link fence, there's a lot of overgrowth. And I was asking the homeowner yesterday, doesn't somebody maintain that? He says, yeah, what they do is, he says they don't do it too often, but they bring the inmates in, and they get them in, whatever it is, like a half a dozen in there with weed whackers and chainsaws or whatever. So he wants me to to get two ladders and get over that side and start working on it, which I don't mind that, but I don't have snake boots, and it looks like there could be some critters in there. But I definitely want to visit Texas. That's I don't know if you ever remember me mentioning, many years ago, people asked me at a seminar, you had to get up and identify yourself. I'm like, yeah, I'm from Wilmington, Delaware, and I one day I whipped something out out of my mouth, Jamie. You'll get a kick out of this. I said, my ass was born in Delaware, but my heart was born in Texas. So people got a chuckle out of that. But yeah, apparently I still talk like a Yankee, but inside I feel like I'm a Southerner. But until I open my mouth. But somebody just asked me a couple days ago, says, "Are you from Pennsylvania or Maryland?" And I said, "Well, right there in the middle, Delaware." I'm going to tell you something else that happened. This may offend people or upset people, but when I went out crabbing the other day, I kind of failed on that, and I explained why. And those two videos are actually doing pretty well because probably I, hashtag the veterans and stuff like that. But this guy at the end, I'm trying to pack up, and this older guy starts talking to me, asking me a bunch of questions, and just got really personal. And the guy just was getting too personal, in my opinion. And then he got he got expressing his religious beliefs. I was trying to be polite, but after a while, the guy was getting on my nerves because I'm trying to stay polite, not be offensive. But he definitely overstepped his boundaries, forcing his beliefs, kept wanting to send me daily scriptures and pray. I said, dude, pray for me all you want. And he was, I said, yeah, you don't need to send me daily stuff because I kind of already have somebody doing that. And just wouldn't let it go. Wouldn't let it go. So you guys may get pissed off at this, but I figured, well, I got to shake this guy, because he would just wouldn't let it go. And he kept talking about faith and all this. And finally, I was like, said, yeah. Hey, you remember that guy, Jim Jones? A lot of people had faith in him. How did that turn out? The guy, he was like, his jaw dropped. And I was kind of like, at that point, I wasn't trying to be mean, but he kind of pushed my kindness button to the point where I was like, all right, dude, you're about to open up a door you don't want to open. But anyway, so I'm gonna let that go. Let that speak for itself. But yeah, I just want to say hi to people. Just trying to chill out. I really don't feel like going out and doing that trail right now. I probably could because I'm trying to relax before I go to work. Tuesdays are a really busy day. Wednesdays at work stink because we're shorthanded. Thursdays are the absolute worst because it's only me and another guy. So this is the Melinda says I'm going to be moving the end of this month, but staying here in Texas. What region? Refresh my memory, Melinda. What part of Texas are you in? Or I wonder if you're close to Jamie. So I'm kind of curious. You told me one time, and I forget. So I don't know if you're staying in the same town or what. But yeah, I love Texas. I love Texas. Texas is so beautiful. You can see so many different. I mean, Texas is obviously a massive state, but you can see. I love the Texas Hill Country, like the Frio Canyon, Lakey, Texas. That whole area is probably one of my favorite places. I haven't been there since probably '99, but I want to get back. It's calling me, and I really like that. It's probably pretty well built up. Kerrville, I've heard, is pretty well built up, but north central Texas. Yeah, I got a stepsister through one of my dad's many marriages. Uh, they, I think they're around Denison. They were born and raised in McKinney, Texas. And my stepbrother through marriage, Mark, it was the brother of the two sisters. He died a while back, but he had moved to, I think, Denison. Denison. Oh, Mesquite. I know Mesquite well. Listen to this, Melinda. You're going to die laughing. Um, when I was going into my senior year of high school, my grandfather lived in Garland, Texas. He lived, it's so weird. I don't know why I remember this. His address was 909 Ravencroft Road or Drive or something in Garland, Texas. And I took a 10 speed with me, a really nice Schwinn 10 speed with me. And I was really big into fitness, and it'd be like 107 degrees out, and I'd go out and run 3 miles, or I'd bike, but I would get on my bike and I would 10 speed over to Mesquite area. And at one time, way back in the day, I went to the rodeo, but boy, I'd like to see that again. That's a nice place. Okay, Jamie's saying Garland's a couple hours away from her, and they are in West Texas. I know where, I always forget where Jamie said, I know they try and keep their stuff secret. I know Cody was in Abilene, basically, I think, and I think Nick and Jamie were real close to that. So um, we're just going to call that Conway, Texas. Anyway, I think I've babbled long enough. Just wanted to pop in, say hi, trying to get a few views. I'm up to 819 subscribers. I didn't check my watch hours today. It's probably around 1540-ish. That's gradually going up. But if this weather stays under control, I mean, there's obviously going to be some bad storms eventually. Really don't want to deal with that in a van, but I guess that's what I got to do. But anyway, I'm going to tap out, folks. Hey, don't forget, keep this in mind. Jamie, Melinda, Ken, May 26th, Memorial Day weekend. It's the launch of the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity. It's the big kickoff. A lot of cool things are happening at JJ Drones. Normally I work until about 10:30, 11 o'clock on Sunday, and I'm in the central time zone. So I'm trying, my dinner break would normally be 6 p.m. Central. So I'm trying to get off at 6, 4 hours early, 4.5 hours early. And then I can participate once again, hopefully get back into the, either being a viewer or just partake with that live. It's probably going to be a longer than usual special or episode, but yeah, decal stickers would be cool. I'm trying to figure out. I'm thinking about putting some right behind, clean up this area behind my headrest there, and put some there. I do have my trifold board in the storage unit. I just really don't have anywhere to display it. I mean, I could pull it out, stick a couple stickers on it, put it back in the storage unit, but that feels almost counterproductive. But one day, I don't know. Hopefully I figure this thing called life out. Uh, maybe I should play the Powerball. Last time I looked, it was up there pretty high. All right, folks, I'm tapping out. Get out there and enjoy nature. Nature's calling. Talk to you later.